So I was scrolling through Instagram earlier and I came across a post saying Youngboy is facing 63 new charges, all relating back to a large scaling prescription drug ring. What? But let me not act too surprised. We've covered Youngboy in the past before and talked heavily about his deeper side, as in, Youngboy's constant mental battle he's been in with himself has affected him his entire career. And although many times he's claimed that he's changing or he's sobered up and went to rehab, it seems almost every time he wounds back up indulging in the lifestyle he once wanted to put behind him. It's obvious to say Youngboy is stuck in his ways. And I saw comments on the post I seen saying, why can't this man just be a law-abiding citizen? He's got millions, what's he doing? And while yes, that's very fair, y'all need perspective, and honestly, like I say all the time, how do we expect these rappers who've accumulated millions of dollars, beat federal cases, and have massive egos? How should we expect them to have the urge to change when you're already making millions as your lower self? There's no need to face the uncomfortability that you dread and can't handle when trying to evolve into your higher self. You're already blessed in this world without having to do any internal work. But because of this, that's what causes these celebrities to get fully immersed in this physical world. They think that's the only thing surrounding them, unaware that everybody here is putting out a certain energy and vibration, and everything happens in the spiritual world first. It's all internal. And that's why these people who are tied to the physical world never will feel true fulfillment, hence why Youngboy is so depressed, as well as so many other celebrities. We only see what they show us and they make sure to paint the picture, but they ain't living how it seems. So let's look into this case and more importantly look at the issue at hand that is the root problem for everything going on in Youngboy's career, and what that is addiction.
That boy Kentrell and crashed out again, man. That boy YB and crashed out again, bro. Come on, man, you feel me? Hey, this the whole reason why they didn't let him off house arrest, though. They was waiting on him to crash out. They've been calculating every move he been doing, every step he been doing. They've been waiting to get this boy again, you feel me? That's the reason he was on house arrest for 3-4 years, you know what I'm saying? They didn't want to let him off. They was just waiting. Hey, he played himself, though. He's sitting up here doing all this crash stuff. It ain't the beef. The beef is ridiculous, but it's you doing drugs on camera. You showing a whole bunch of Xanax on camera. You next to laying down, putting pills in your mouth, sticking your tongue out with pills in your mouth. You crashed out, bro. You know you on papers and all this. These people is monitoring you and you doing stuff like this. You feel me? So really, you putting yourself in a situation to where you really making it to where you deserve to go back to jail because you need some help. You feel me?
Now, big shout out to bro in that video because he explained that perfectly. Because for Youngboy to have no fear of the consequences that will come from not only being on drugs and posting it while being on house arrest with all these restrictions, but what occurred that created majority of these new charges is him using some sort of fake identity to get pharmaceutical prescription drugs. This really shows that Youngboy is going through it. To not fear the repercussions of what he was doing, that right there is already a sign of somebody who's an addict, and more than that, going through a lot mentally. And for anybody who's not aware, after all these charges, Youngboy was picked up and brought to Baton Rouge, where he will stay at until the sentencing. And I mean, even though people like to say that house arrest for that long was harmful for his mental, listen, it was a privilege to be able to spend your time in a Utah mansion rather than a cell. Let's be real. Like I said, the judge seen all that and he said, how you about to not listen to the restrictions we gave you when this agreement was honestly helpful as hell for your situation? And if Youngboy was able to be mentally strong and turn his life around like he's wished to do, which we can't shame him for, that's God's job, then he would have had a grand time in that Utah mansion. But it's because what he was going through internally, it didn't matter what was around him externally. This is truly sad for Youngboy. He's got no choice but to sober up or it's just gonna be downhill. And regardless of the sentencing, he's going to be in prison for at least a year or two, I would think. I'm pretty sure he was denied house arrest, and we know trials take a long time to happen. So sadly, we might not see Youngboy for a while. His entire story is a textbook example that money cannot fix your problems. It will help you in certain aspects, but it will not fill that void. And in Youngboy's case, these drugs aren't going to fill that void either. Let's hope that Youngboy learns a thing or two in jail. Maybe he'll pull a whole ass Gucci man on us, man. That would be amazing. But man, he needs God, yo. And the traumas are so deep on a lot of these dudes, man. They can't even understand that, you know, they're just the awareness behind this. They're so identified with their body and how they feel. And it's really hard to overcome, especially if you're being praised by millions of people. I can't imagine how much that ties you to this earth, makes you think you're the main character. But y'all let me know what you think, man. I seen people saying they were sending him up. I'm not sure what y'all think about that. Maybe it could be an industry sacrifice if y'all want to get real deep with it. But I honestly think this is a case of Youngboy continuously messing up over and over, and hopefully he learns his lesson. But he just beat his last case. He feels like the man. If he beats his next one, man, either he's got the best lawyers in the world or he's amazing. Simple. But yeah, these are some serious charges that are being thrown on Youngboy, so hopefully Youngboy could find God and really find a purpose in life that doesn't revolve around external value. But of course, it's been your boy 10 Toes. I got a second channel where I don't talk about celebrities. I just talk to y'all on a real level. I've been live on Kick a few times now. If anybody wants to chop it up, I'm there. And yeah, man, follow my Instagram and y'all be cool. Y'all be smooth. Most importantly, be patient. I'ma catch y'all.